Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel VST Stitch. Today let's make a beautiful 4-dart blouse. I learned this in Raja Rani coaching class, but today I'm going to teach you for free. This video is available in 4 different languages. Now let's see all the measurements to be taken. I will be telling you how to take these measurements. Let's start from full length. Place your measuring tape on shoulder and bring it down till this point, so this will be your lower chest, and from here again bring it down and this will be your full length. Again place your measuring tape on shoulder and bring it down. Now this will be your back full length. Back length will be shorter than front length. Now let's measure shoulder. From this point to this point will be your full shoulder, and make sure you measure it from back side, not from front side. Let's mark ready shoulder. From this point to this point will be your ready shoulder. That means the amount of fabric should be shown on your shoulder. Let's mark front neck length. Again place your measuring tape on shoulder and bring it down. Now mark how deep you want it. Again place your measuring tape on shoulder and bring it down till this point. This will be your shoulder to apex point. Now measure from this point to this point. This will be your apex to apex. Let's measure chest. Bring your measuring tape from back to front and take full measurement. Let's mark waist. Again bring your measuring tape from back to front and take full round measurement. And this measurement should be taken from this point, this ending point. Now let's mark sleeve length. Again place your measuring tape on shoulder and bring it down and mark it. Now from this point take a full round measurement. Full round arms measurement. So now our measurements are ready. Let's see how to mark it. First, mark it on drafting paper or on newspaper. Now let's fold the paper in half. I will be marking with the help of this triangle scale, but you have to mark with the measuring tape. Don't worry, I will tell you how to mark with the measuring tape. Front full length is 17 inch, add 1 inch and mark at 18 inch. Now draw a straight line. Full shoulder is 14 inch, make half of it and mark at 7 inch. Here mark at 7 inch. And now from the same point mark at 1 inch down. Here mark at 2.5 inch. This marking is for all the size. Now join both the points and draw a line. Now let's mark arm round. Now see this chart very carefully. This is arm round formula. Here chest is 44 inch, which comes in second line 32 inch to 44.75 inch, and its arm round formula is chest divided by 6 plus half inch. Chest is 44. 44 divided by 6 will be 7.3, and when we add half inch we will get 7.8 inch. Now you see under which your chest size is coming and use that formula and mark according to it. And now from this point mark at 7.8 inch. Now draw a straight line. Now let's mark chest. Chest is 44 inch, divide by 4 we will get 11 inch. So here mark at 11 inch and add 1.5 inch. Now let's mark waist. Waist is 36 inch, divide by 4 we will get 9 inch. Here mark at 9 inch and add 1.5 inch. Now join the 2 points and draw a straight line. Now see this chart very carefully. My ready shoulder is 3 inch. Back neck deep is 9 inch. Neck shape is round neck. So now I will be minusing 2.75 inch from full shoulder. Back neck deep is 9 inch, so I will be taking from this because the number is starting from here and the 9 number is ending here, so we should not take from this. We have to see where the number is starting and we have to take from this. For example, if your neck deep is 8.5, then it comes between 7 to 9 inch, so you have to take 2.25 inch. If it's coming 7, then you have to take from this because it's starting from here. Every neck shape has different measurement. Let me know in comments if you want. Full shoulder is 14 inch. Let's minus 2.75 inch. We will get 11.25 inch and let's make half of it. We will get 5.75 inch. So here let's mark at 5.75 inch. Now mark the same measurement here also. Now join the points and draw a straight line. Now from this point to this point, mark in the middle. You can mark with the help of measuring tape also. Place the measuring tape like this. Now fold the measuring tape in half and mark. If your chest is above 40 inch, mark at 1.25 inch. If it's below 40 inch, mark at 1 inch. Now join these dots and draw a curved line. You can draw this line using French curve scale also. Now measure how much gap is coming here. Mark the same gap here. Now draw a straight line. Now from this point, let's measure back neck deep. It's 9 inch. So this 9 inch coming below the arm round. If it's coming below the arm round, here minus half inch. Mark at half inch and draw a straight line. Now this part is eliminated. That is, now it is of no use. From this point, let's mark a ready shoulder. Ready shoulder is 3 inch. Add 1 inch and mark at 4 inch. Now let's keep this aside and mark front part. Let's fold the paper into half. Again follow the same procedure. Full shoulder is 14 inch, make half of it and we will get 7 inch and here mark at 7 inch. Now mark at 1 inch down and here mark at 2.5 inch. This measurement is for all size. Now join both the points and draw a straight line. Let's mark arm round at 7.8 inch. Now draw a straight line. Now let's mark chest. Chest is 44 inch, add 1.5 inch as loosing. So we will get 45.5 inch. Divide that by 4, we will get 11.3 inch. Now here mark at 11.3 inch and add 1.5 inch. Now again see this chart carefully. My front neck deep is 8 inch and neck is round neck. So I will be minusing 2.25 inch from full shoulder. Now full shoulder is 14 inch. Let's minus 2.25 inch. We will get 11.75 inch. Now let's make half of it. We will get 5.8 inch. So now here let's mark at 5.8 inch. Now mark the same measurement here also. Now draw a straight line. Now mark in middle point. Now here mark at 0.25 inch. If your chest is above 40 inch, mark at 1 inch. If it's below 40 inch, mark at 0.75 inch. Now join these dots and draw a curved line. Now from this point to this point, mark in middle. Now from this point, let's mark front neck deep, that is mark at 8 inch, and let's mark shoulder to apex point, which is 12 inch, add half inch and mark at 12.5 inch, and full length is 17 inch, add 1 inch and mark at 18 inch. Now draw a straight line. Front neck deep is 8 inch, but by mistake I marked at 9 inch. Now measure the gap and mark same here. Now draw a straight line. Here let's mark ready shoulder. Ready shoulder is 3 inch, add 1 inch and mark at 4 inch. Here mark at 0.25 inch. Now draw a straight line. Now measure the gap from this point to this point. Now mark the same measurement here and add half inch. Now draw a straight line. Now let's mark apex point. Apex to apex is 9 inch and make half of it, we will get 4.5 inch. Here mark at 4.5 inch. And now minus half inch from 4.5 inch and mark at 4 inch here. 44 chest comes under second line and I will be taking waist dart at 2.5 inch. Now from here let's mark at 2.5 inch. Waist is 36 inch, divide by 4 we will get 9 inch and add 2.5 inch, that is waist dart, and mark at 11.5 inch and add 1.5 inch. Now mark at the middle point. Again mark in the middle point. Again mark in the middle point. Here mark at 0.5 inch. Here mark at 0.25 inch. Now join the points and draw straight line. This gap should be of one line. Now measure from this point to this point. I am getting 5.5 inch. Now let's mark 5.5 inch here. Now measure the gap and mark same measurement here. Now draw a straight line. 44 chest is coming in second line, so I will mark side dart at half inch plus 1 line. Now mark same measurement here also. 44 chest is coming in second line, so I will mark armhole dart at 1.5 inch. And now from this point draw a straight line till apex point. And now from this point mark at half inch. We have marked at 1.5 inch. Now make half of it, we will get 0.75 inch. Now mark at 0.75 inch on both the sides. Now from this point to apex point, mark at middle point. And now from this point, mark at half inch. Now draw a straight line. Now measure from this point to this point. I am getting 4 inch. Now let's mark at 4 inch here. Now take a scale and align the edge of the scale with the line properly. The scale's edge and the line should be in a straight line. If this line is going cross, let it go, but this line should be straight. Now draw a straight line. Now from this point, let's draw a straight line. But make sure this gap should be equal, even. Now draw a curved line. Now let's take half of 0.75 inch. This marking is for all size. Now let's mark here. Now take the measurement of waist dart, that is 2.5 inch, and make half of it. We will get 1.25 inch. Mark from apex point. Now draw a straight line. Now from this point to this point, mark in middle. 44 chest is coming in second line, so I will mark side dart half inch plus 1 line, make half of it and mark on each side. From this point to this point, mark in middle. And now mark at half inch. Now measure from this point to this point. Now mark the same measurement here. Now mark at half inch and draw a line. Now let's cut this. Leave some gap here and cut it. Now let's fold this part. Now let's cut this. Now let's cut this. Now let's fold this part also. And now let's cut the extra paper. Now let's take the back part and mark at one line here. Now take the front part and place it on like this. Lines should be straight. Now draw straight line. Now measure the gap and mark the same measurement here. Now draw a straight line. Let's draw a straight line here also. Now let's mark back neck deep. Now measure the gap between from this point to this point and mark the same measurement here and add half inch. Now let's cut this. Here keep half inch of gap and measure the arm round. Now measure front part also. Now here we will be minusing shoulder. So let's minus half inch. Now let's mark sleeves. Sleeve length is 8 inch. Add 1 inch and mark at 9 inch. This is sleeve down chart, so 44 inch is coming in second line. So here I will be marking at 3.5 inch. So here let's minus 1.5 inch from back part. We will get 12.25 inch. So here mark at 12.25 inch and add 1.5 inch. Now mark at middle point. Here mark at 1 inch. Now join all the points and draw a curved line. You can draw this using French curve scale. From this point mark at 1 inch or 0.75 inch. And now here mark at half inch. Now join these points and draw a curved line. Now let's measure back sleeve and mark at 13.75 inch and make sure to keep half inch of gap. Now let's measure front sleeve. Now mark in the middle of both the points. Now from the marked point, mark at 1.5 inch. Bicep round is 11.5 inch and let's make half of it. We will get 5.75 inch. So here let's mark at 5.75 inch. Now add 1.5 inch. Now draw a straight line. Now let's cut it. Now our sleeves are ready, back part is ready and front part is ready. I have made this blouse without belt, and if you want to make it with belt, you can go and check my previous video katoriblouse. In that I have detailedly mentioned how to make a belt. My newspaper cutting is also ready. Now let's place this newspaper on lining. Here I have took extra margin to stitch button and buttonholes. So one part will be 2 inch and another part will be 3 inch. If you don't want to stitch it directly, you can just take half inch here and cut it and stitch a button hook separately. Now let's place this lining on main fabric and make sure to iron it because it is very important. Now let's stitch back neck with the gap of half inch. After stitching, cut the extra fabric. Fold the lining and stitch on it. After stitching, let's give a small cut all over neck. And now let's flip the fabric. Now let's stitch lining with main fabric. Now stitch here, flip it and do as you did with back part. Now stitch here, flip it and do as you did with back part. Now let's stitch all the dart marks. After stitching all the dart marks, double fold this and stitch. Here we will be stitching our buttons. Now fold at half inch and now again fold it and stitch. Here we will be stitching buttonholes. Now stitch shoulders, sleeves, sides. Now your blouse is ready. If you find this video difficult, please watch it 2-3 times again. You will definitely get it. Please try it yourself and let me know your experience in comments. Thank you for watching my video till last. Have a good day. Bye bye.